On the outside of the track, bit of cross country for them, bit of a hill up and down. Sam Parsons of Germany has done a personal best this year, just missed out on the final in Apeldoorn. American-based German, 7:38 this season. Garihu Adagari just whizzed past him. He's delayed his road debut to be here in Nanjing. James Gormley, Irish vest for the second time in his career. Big cheer for Sun Mingkai, People's Republic of China. Outside 8 minutes so far this season, but he has set a new best in 2025. He's hoping to set another here this evening. Kai Robinson starts off the second line. He is the Australian record holder. 7:30. Cosgren, similar mark for him, the Irish record holder. Getnet Wale, World Indoor Tour a few years ago. That's why we've got 3 Ethiopians here. Dylan Jacobs, the United States, goes alongside Dawit Sere of Eritrea. There's Cornelius Kemboi of Kenya. And Asai didn't make the 1500-metre final, but he is a 7:32 man. And there is Jakob Ingebrigtsen, 2-time Olympic champion, 2-time world champion, 22-time European champion, but no times a world indoor champion. He holds up the #1, but he's got to earn that over the next 15 laps. And this could be his biggest contender for the title. Binaman Mihari, 6th place in Paris for the 18-year-old. Set a new world under-20 record this season, 7:29. The only man in this field to have dipped under 7:30 in 2025. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, who's 7:17 at the end of the track season last year, so we know he's capable of sub 7:30. He's just not done it so far this season. A bit of calm before these 14 men set off on their 15 laps. Congested track, let's hope that doesn't cause any issues for these men. They can all stay on their feet, they can all have the chance at a wonderful championship race. As expected, Jakob Ingebrigtsen race walks off the start line, lets everybody push and shove around him. It's a tactic we're used to seeing from him. It still makes me nervous. Someone goes down in the middle of that field, they might impact him. And I think it's a risky tactic, but it's one that certainly works for the Norwegian. He'll read the race. Andrew Cosgren didn't make it through the 1500-metre heats yesterday, and he's got a good turn of pace, Cosgren. I think he'll be happy to let this dawdle in. And there goes Sam Parsons of Germany. He's the one to get this race going. A sedate 34 through the first 200 metres, and I think that's around about 8:30 pace or so. So these men can run much quicker, 5 centimetres ahead in the silver medal position.
And look at this, Ingebrigtsen not content to sit at the back, and we don't often in a major championship see him going to the front this early. Just deciding that he wants to get clear of the traffic. He hasn't put in a massive injection of pace, but it is significant, Hannah, that he's decided to place himself at the front, where his normal tactic is to let 5, 6, 7, 8 laps go with himself at the back.
It is unusual. I mean, the championship record, 7:34, Haile Gebrselassie, that's already gone. You know, they were already too slow for me through the first 400 metres. And there goes Getnet Wale. I did think in one of these 3 Ethiopians, maybe not Mihari, he's got a good turn of pace, but perhaps the likes of Aragari, he's a little bit further back at the moment as well, but Getnet Wale deciding that 2:45, I did say it, so yeah, it's that roundabout, that's 8:15 pace or so. It's not that quick for these men. And Getnet Wale has been 4th in no less than 4 global finals, mainly over the steeplechase, that's his preferred distance. And I think he'll be bidding for a spot on the podium. I mentioned it's been a decade of Ethiopian medals in this event, and they'll be keen to keep that tradition going.
Wale was the forerunner to Lamacha Germa, because Wale was always so close to the podiums in the steeplechase, and then as his sort of prowess on the steeplechase began to wane, Germa came through, and try as he might, he just can't beat El Bakali. Anyway, that's a battle for the summer. Look at Cosgren paying close attention, and also good to see the American Jacobs taking closer order towards the front. And Cosgren's had a great season, hasn't he? A couple of national records.
Andrew Cosgren, he has had a brilliant 2025. When you look at those big races on the World Indoor Tour, national records, personal best, 15-mile 3K. But he would have been disappointed with 6th in Apeldoorn. I think he felt he didn't get his tactics right. He didn't make the final of the 15 yesterday. I think Cosgren is going to have a chip on his shoulder, perhaps inspired by Kate O'Connor and that silver in the pentathlon on the first day. And Binaman Mihari, He went to the lead, but he didn't really go for it. And Andrew Coscoran, coached by Helen Clitheroe, European indoor champion back in 2011, she knows her way around a 3,000 indoors. There would have been a game plan between Clitheroe and Coscoran, and they will have known that it wasn't going to be super quick from the off. And Coscoran, this is a long run for home for the Irishman, perhaps just trying to spread it out, trying to whittle it away and leave those 7:30 men there and get rid of kind of the fast finishing 7:40 kind of guys. The athletes are taking this move seriously from Coscoran behind. You can see Mahari is trying to latch right onto the back of it, and Ingebrigtsen at the moment is a little bit boxed in.
Watch Kemboy coming through as well. He hasn't done much so far, but all of a sudden deciding he wants to make sure there's Kenyan intrigue and interest in this race, and they're all paying close attention to his move at the front, that's for certain.
That was a serious move from Cornelius Kemboy. What I'm enjoying in this race is every time someone makes a move, they're following it through. Often we see a lot of athletes make semi-moves. They kind of kick on and then try and tuck in, and it just causes mess, and I think it's a waste of energy. And getting at Wale has done really well to get himself onto the shoulder of Kemboy. And Aragari, I think he was set for a half marathon debut, so he'll have lots of endurance in his legs. He's probably still speeding up, probably still getting up to top speed, but he is going to make it at the moment. 3 Ethiopians in the top 6. That's a big move from Kai Robinson. Everyone very excited about Cam Myers, that man on the outside in the green of Australia. Not 3 seconds off the mark Cam Myers set earlier on in the season, but this is what happened. You see Jacobs trying to get close but not following it through, and then athletes just running into the back of him.
And look, Ingebrigtsen is boxed in at the moment. Okay, he's got incredible turn of speed and he can clearly and quickly extricate himself from difficult scenarios, but we're beginning to wind up here, and Ingebrigtsen on the right of picture wearing that hip sticker 2 needs to get on the outside here, and I think he's starting to do so.
This should be taken seriously by the whole field. Kai Robinson, a 7:30 man, coached by Dathan Ritzenheim. Jared Nagust took the bronze medal in Paris from that training group ahead of Jakob Ingebrigtsen. So Kai Robinson fancying himself as the next man to cause an upset against the great Norwegian. Just 3 laps to go. They are getting motoring. They are really moving here. It's still such a big bunch of them.
Ingebrigtsen going for the inside line, but Aragawi, twice a world cross-country silver medalist and a silver over the 10,000 last year at the Olympics. He's holding the Olympic champion over 5,000 metres. What an intriguing climax here. 2 distance running gold medalists from Paris. No more than a metre between them. Ethiopia or Norway potentially for this title, but there's loads of others still in contention as well.
300 metres to go in the men's 3,000 metre final. Aragari strikes for home. He's one of the fastest all time, over 5,000 and 10,000. He knew he had to start this kick from a long way out. Jakob Ingebrigtsen tries to get on terms as the Ethiopian as he hears the bell. Ingebrigtsen denied the lead at 200 metres by Aragari. That was a phenomenal turn of pace for Barihu Aragari. Ingebrigtsen, will he try again down the back straight? There's a furious sprint on for the bronze medal behind Jakob Ingebrigtsen and Aragari. They're only looking at each other. There's danger behind them as well, though. Ingebrigtsen denied by Tabera in Belgrade, but this time it is going to be Norway ahead of Ethiopia. Jakob Ingebrigtsen gets his first world indoor title. And that was not as easy as he might have expected. That was not as easy as I think many of the world could have expected. And look at that, another bronze medal for Australia. Kai Robinson fought all the way with Gilman to the line, and he joins Jessica